Hello and welcome back to this edition of Minstrels on the Block. Special guest Heath Williamson. So Heath, you toured and you said you never made any money, but you got a wife out of it. Like my song says, women make it worth the while. So you were doing your music and you toured and then you doing what you're doing now. Tell me about your other project that you went into.
Okay. Well, I'm actually got a couple projects because I was still a full-time musician and I don't work a day job. I've been fortunate enough to be able to make my living playing music.
Cool.
And my main gig is with East Wind Bluegrass, and we play every second and third weekend at Country's Barbecue on Mercury Drive. So that's my main gig. I've been with them about a year and a half now.
Cool.
And then my puppets. I have a puppet band called Heath and the Checker Shoe Band. I don't know if you can see it on my shirt here.
Awesome.
And we have a TV show on here on the same channel we're on now.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple albums out with that. I'm working on my third album with that, and working on season 2 of the show.
Now, tell me, going back a little bit, how did you get into the puppet thing?
Okay. It may sound weird, but I was on the road with the band I was playing with, and this is back in, I think, 07 or 08, and I was in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I just, if we're traveling with a bunch of guys, sometimes you got to kind of get away by yourself for a minute. So I went out and walked on the beach at night. I'm out there, just sitting there by the waves praying, and there's something about being on the beach at night, and when you start praying, you can just, I don't know, you get one with God and everything, and it's just, you should do a puppet band. I was like, what? Where'd that come from? I was like, okay. And so I'm like, I don't know, it's just that, that voice in your head that's like, do puppet band. I'm like, all right. So I started doing it, and I'd been doing kids music for the kids at church. And so I started kind of writing my own stuff for camps and things like that. And so I was like, okay, so I've got some of these songs, and then me and my friends have always done silly voices and stuff like that. So I based a lot of these characters on voices that we had done.
Right.
And so I started searching for puppets, so finding people that make puppets and stuff, and so I put together my puppets and just started there, and put together a little team at church.
Very cool.
It's just been real organic how it's grown, and I'm in it about 3 years now, and it's been really awesome. It's been the funnest, most fulfilling artistic thing I've ever done.
Wow. Because
there's acting involved, there's silly voices, there's comedy, there's music, there's live performances, there's television. There's everything entertainment-wise that you can possibly do. So it's really cool. And the fact that I can hide behind a puppet, I don't have to worry about what I got on, how cool I look.
Yeah.
They stay relevant. Kids are a much easier crowd to play to. You have an audience, a captive audience that loves it because kids love music, and they don't care if it's the style of it or whatever so much. If it's got a good beat and they can dance to it, they like it.
Yeah.
And so that's been satisfying to write songs that connects to your audience, because as a songwriter, that's the hardest thing to do, is to get somebody to connect to something that you're doing. Yeah. And I'd done that for so many years, and I just was about just done with it. So I've just been playing covers and making money playing in cover bands. Didn't even worry about even doing my own stuff anymore, because quite honestly, it's kind of painful when you don't have an audience and nobody gets it. So it's almost like, but I want to create all this stuff. So it's a whole different mindset of writing, though, when you write kids' music.
Oh yeah.
In a way, you got to dumb it down, but in a way, you really got to think more, because you really got to think about what you're writing, what you're trying to say, and your hooks. You got to have a good hook for a kid, something easy, and they need to be able to sing it by the time the song's over.
Yeah.
So you can't be too wordy. So it's a whole nother, skill set and things. And it's been really fun.
Takes a lot of construction to aim it at that very specific audience.
Yeah, so it helps that I have a 4-year-old, so he's like who I go to. Like, hey, do you like that? Yeah. If he likes it, then I know, okay, that's good. And sometimes I don't like it, and I'll go do something else.
Yeah.
So he's been there with me, and I've put him on the show, and he's on some of the records singing backup and stuff.
Cool.
So hopefully he'll pick up an instrument soon. He's already starting to play the ukulele a little bit, and he's played a harmonica since he was like 1. Nobody showed him; he just grabbed it and started going away on it.
Wow.
So I hope he'll probably be on the records before long. That's what I'm trying to do, just set up a legacy where like when I'm done with it, he can maybe pick it up and continue with it, because he's already starting to do the voices and stuff like that.
Very cool. Well, bouncing back a little bit to parallel, as far as your music, do you still play out? Do you still do your music at the same time you're doing do you have like both projects going on at the same time?
Yeah, because we only do a couple puppet shows. This is our busiest month. We had like 3 this month, but I usually do about I try to do about 1 a month or something like that. So it does, and they're usually in the afternoon, because they're for kids and stuff, or they're on Sundays or something like that. So I try, it's not too busy in that aspect. But yeah, I play out about, I would say 10, 12 times a month, with either solo or with East Wind or whoever wants to hire me.
Now, bouncing back again, there's one question that just occurred to me I'd like to ask is, how hard is it to set up and shoot the puppet show? Like the technical aspect of it?
Well, it just depends. Like I came here before the other day and shot just behind the blue screen. I just brought in my little camera and just set it up and went with it. That was pretty easy because the lights are already set up.
Yeah.
When I'm at the house, I've got some little shop lights I bought at Walmart for $10 and put them out in my shed, and I just got a little. It's kind of sad, my set. But I was out there in August setting up, and I was filming. There's no air conditioning. It was like 100-something degrees. I got 3 shop lights blaring down on me. And I started getting lightheaded out there. I was like, I had to get out of there for a minute.
So the puppets were sweating.
People have no idea what goes on when we're doing these puppets, because there's sometimes you're laying down. I mean, I'm a big guy, so like when I'm laying down on the floor, I'm all scrunched up like that. But you make it work.
So basically, you just like set the camera up, frame the puppets, and then you work them from below.
Yeah,
and I got you.
And I'm having a remote. So when I do this show, I'm the camera guy, I'm the director. Most of the time, I'm the one doing the puppets, unless it's my team I'm filming, or if I brought somebody with me. Then when I go home, I'm the one editing it. And when I record the music, I'm playing all the instruments. I'm doing the recording session. I'm doing everything. So every aspect of it I've been doing. So
I could see that would be involved in the challenge.
Well, I've always said that don't let skill or knowledge or know-how stop you from doing something you want to do. Because it's just been a process of totally winging it. As I've been going. So I didn't know nothing. I didn't know nothing about it. I just decided, I'm going to do it, because I didn't have nobody else to do it, so I'll do it.
Exactly. Check this out. We'll be right back after this.
This next song is called I Love You More, parentheses, than Star Wars. And I wrote this song for my wife because she would jokingly tell me that I loved my Star Wars collection more than I loved her, which is not true. I love you very much, Buffy. And so I wrote the song for her, and it's about my love for Star Wars, but it's about how much I love my wife so much more than that, than Star Wars. It goes something like this. I love you more than Star Wars. Love you more than Luke loves his sister, more than Han loves the Millennium Falcon. I love you more than Star Wars, more than Yoda loves the Force. I love you most of all. Well, of course, more than Hasbro loves its license until Lucasfilm. I love you more than Star Wars. Love you more than Luke loves his sister, more than Han loves the Millennium Falcon. I love you more than Star Wars.
loves the Force. I love you most of all. Well, of course, more than Hasbro loves its license and dip Lucasfilm. Yeah, I'll never turn to the dark side. Force choke you to death. I'll never hide our marriage from Palpatine or the Jedi Knights. He taught you up, loving. He taught you love, love. He taught you up, loving. He taught you love, love. He taught you up, loving. He taught you love, love. He taught you up, love. He taught you love. I love you more than Star Wars. I love you more than Star Wars.